Why everything became a subscription. A few years ago, when you bought something, it was yours. You bought a DVD. You owned the movie. You bought software. You owned the program. You bought a car. You owned the features inside it. That was normal. Today, almost everything became a monthly payment. Music, movies, cloud storage, video games, software, news, fitness apps, even some car features. Modern life quietly transformed from ownership into access. And most people didn't even notice it happening. Think about how normal subscriptions feel now. You wake up, your phone bill is automatic. Spotify charges you, Netflix charges you, your cloud storage renews, your software renews, maybe your gym app renews too. Then your food delivery membership, then Amazon Prime, then AI tools, then productivity apps. Individually, each one feels small. $10 here, $15 there, but together, they become a permanent monthly drain on your income. Now here's the strange part. Let's take music as an example. Years ago, people bought albums. A CD was yours permanently. Even digital downloads felt like ownership. Now most people stream music. You pay every month for access. The moment you stop paying, the music disappears. You never actually owned it. You rented access to it. The same thing happened with movies and television. People used to build DVD collections. Today, your favorite movie might disappear from a streaming platform overnight because of licensing changes. One day it's there, the next day it's gone, even though you paid monthly the entire time. That's because the platform owns the access, not you. And software changed even more aggressively. This is one of the biggest transformations. Years ago, you could buy software once and use it for years. Photoshop, Microsoft Office, editing programs. Now almost everything is subscription-based. Adobe Creative Cloud charges monthly. Microsoft 365 charges monthly. Professional tools charge monthly. Even simple apps increasingly ask for recurring payments. From the company's perspective, this is brilliant. Instead of unpredictable one-time sales, they create recurring revenue. Stable income, constant cash flow. Investors love that. But for users, something psychological changed. People stopped building ownership. They started building obligations. Now let's go deeper. Why did this happen everywhere at the same time? Because subscriptions solve a huge problem for companies: growth pressure. Modern companies are expected to grow constantly. Not slowly, constantly, quarter after quarter, year after year. A company that sells you something once eventually runs out of growth. But a subscription creates endless monetization. You become recurring revenue, predictable revenue. Financial markets reward that heavily. And technology made it easy. The internet allows companies to control access remotely. That's important, because once products became digital, companies no longer needed to sell ownership. They could sell permission instead. That's a massive difference. Now this logic is spreading into physical products too. And this is where people started getting uncomfortable. Some car manufacturers introduced subscription features inside vehicles. Imagine buying a luxury car but paying monthly to unlock heated seats. Or premium driving functions. The hardware is already physically inside the car, but software locks access unless you continue paying. That changes the meaning of ownership itself. You bought the car but parts of the experience remain controlled by the company. Gaming went through the same transformation. Years ago, you bought a complete game. Now many games are designed around subscriptions, battle passes, downloadable content, and microtransactions. Some games even charge players continuously after the original purchase. And because everything is digital, companies can modify, remove, or restrict content whenever they want. Again, access replaces ownership. And subscriptions are not just about products. They're about behavior. Companies discovered that monthly payments feel psychologically smaller. People hesitate before paying $300 once, but they accept $12.99 per month much more easily. Even if over time they spend far more. That's why subscription pricing exploded. It feels painless, until you add everything together. Now think about modern households. A family might easily spend hundreds every month on invisible recurring payments. Streaming, music, apps, cloud storage, gaming, software, fitness, delivery services, security systems, AI tools, internet services. And because payments happen automatically, many people stop tracking them carefully. Money leaves silently. This creates something dangerous: financial fragmentation. Your salary arrives once, but subscriptions attack it constantly throughout the month. Small recurring deductions slowly reduce financial flexibility. And because each one feels necessary, people rarely cancel them. Now here's the deeper economic reason behind all this. Ownership is less profitable for companies. Control is more profitable. If you own something permanently, the company's relationship with you ends after the sale. But if access depends on ongoing payment, the relationship never ends. The company keeps monetizing you, potentially forever. And in many ways, modern consumers accepted this trade. Because subscriptions also offer convenience. Streaming is easier than buying DVDs. Cloud software updates automatically. Music libraries became unlimited. People gained flexibility and instant access. So the model survived because it genuinely improved convenience. But convenience came with a hidden cost: dependency. Today, many people depend on systems they don't truly control. If a service shuts down, your access disappears. If prices increase, you either pay more or lose access. If an account gets banned or restricted, entire digital libraries can vanish instantly. This would have sounded absurd 20 years ago. Today it's normal. And younger generations grew up inside this model. For many teenagers and young adults, permanent ownership barely exists digitally. Movies are streamed, games are online, music is rented monthly, files live in the cloud. Everything exists inside platforms controlled by someone else. Now think about the long-term implications. The subscription economy changes how people think about money itself. Instead of buying and finishing payments, life becomes continuous maintenance, continuous monthly obligations, a permanent economic treadmill. And this is why so many people feel financially exhausted today, even when they don't live extravagant lifestyles. Because modern life monetized continuity. The meter is always running. Now, to be fair, subscriptions are not inherently evil. Some genuinely provide incredible value. Spotify gives access to millions of songs. Netflix provides huge entertainment libraries. Cloud tools allow people to work globally. The problem is not the existence of subscriptions. The problem is when everything becomes one. Because eventually, people realize something uncomfortable: they are paying constantly, while owning less and less. And once you notice it, you start seeing it everywhere. You don't buy software anymore, you rent it. You don't own media anymore, you stream it. You don't fully control devices anymore, you license access to them. The economy quietly shifted from selling products to sell dependence. And most people adapted to it without ever stopping to ask, how much of my life do I actually own anymore? Subscribe now and join the journey.